Hey everyone, it's Asha Waterhouse of Food is Life. Today we're in the kitchen about to do a couple cool things. We're going to make some steak. I'm going to show you guys how to make rice in the microwave. We're going to jam out, have a pretty good time. Make sure to like and subscribe our page, Food is Life. It is, isn't it? So, I'm going to show you guys how to make rice in the microwave. This is going to be the foundation of our steak dish. I started making rice in the microwave because I didn't want to cook it on the stove all the time. I'm sure like some of you guys, I'm just like super lazy and don't want to wash anything sometimes. I want to fill it up probably a third of the way. Now my microwave is super ghetto and the 2 doesn't work. So I'm just gonna set it to like 1999. Great year. So yeah, let that go. You probably only need to let it cook or go for about maybe 10 or 12 minutes depending on your microwave until the water starts to boil. After that, we'll jump back in and I'll show you guys what to do with the rice and how to prepare it. I'm using Goya jasmine rice. The way I like to do it is take a strainer. I have about a cup. 1 cup is about like 1 serving, so for myself, I'd probably make about just a cup. Again, 1 cup per, I don't even want to give a ratio because I have no clue. I don't want to steer you in the wrong direction. But I mean, if you have about a third of that tray or whatever you're using to cook, and make sure that there's enough space in whatever you're cooking the rice in above so that the rice can rise over time because it's gonna get fluffy and absorb all that water. So here's 1 cup. I'm making food for both Steven and myself, so I'm gonna use 2. I'll just use the spray. I would spray it at you right now while you're holding the camera. And you just wash it out. So here I'm working with cube steak. It's pretty cheaper cut of steak. Usually comes, pretty flat. Has like, these little things in it. But this is, it's pretty good, I guess. I just like it really because it's kind of like when you cook it like slow or on medium, it gets pretty tender. And it's like, it's a good chewy, not like too rough or, fatty of a cut. It's just, good, not too bad.
So now, quick question, right? So let's just say college kids on a budget, where could they buy that type of steak?
You can get this at, any local grocery store, any place that has like meat. Right now, I'm gonna take these, and just cut it into thin strips, just like so. And they don't have to be, too big. Just, long enough so that there can be, bite-sized pieces. Any little odd ends or undesirable, pieces of meat you can just toss aside. I think that was like 5 pieces of steak, and just pretty much cut them into thin strips. Nothing too crazy. They're gonna shrink a little bit after you cook them, but it should be the perfect little bite-sized strip once you add some sauce. Yo, H, what's good, bro? H.
Yo, it's good, man. Just got it out. What you doing?
What's up? What's up, bro? Yo, I'm at the crib right now. I'm filming Food is Life with Steven. Come by.
Oh, you got food?
Yeah.
Alright,
You already know. Harold called, says he's out of work. So we got someone coming to join our
feast, our major feast.
A little feast. So, right now, we're going to do some cutting. But right now, we're going to do some cutting. I have an onion here. This is yellow, or actually it might be like a Vidalia, sweet onion, something like that. Let's hope I don't cut my fingers off on camera while I'm doing this. Start like that. Just go through. Pretty clean cut, right? Then I want to cut the top off. just a bit. It's gonna give the steak some more flavor, kind of give it a bit more taste. It'll be super good. Whoa. Chopping up. I fucking lost that. Chopping onions. I'm gonna start crying. Like, I guarantee you, I'm already starting to cry right now. I didn't think that the food was gonna finish this soon. I'm hungry! Scallions, and or green onions, as some people might call them. Maybe that's what they call them in your household. So yeah, let's scratch the other onions over here. Now this is pretty interesting. Always just cut that little bottom off, the edge right there. I try to keep this part, that white part of the scallion, seems to be like the most flavorful. I also take, you know, just the tips off. Sometimes if they're a little brown or, you know, weird, I just, you know, clip them off. Nothing too crazy. One of these, I don't know if you guys have ever tried this, but take a scallion and chop it and cut the pieces and put it in your rice. It is delicious. While it's cooking, it's going to come up really nice, add a lot of flavor to it. With the rest of them, I'm just going to bunch them all together, take a pair of some kitchen shears. Ah! Cool. Here goes the water. Now it's not boiling right here, but you can tell that that's very hot. Dump that bad boy in there. We don't have butter, so I'm going to improvise a little bit by using oil. I know that right now I'm holding salt. I'm going to take about just a spoon. I'm pretty sure this is half a tablespoon. Just going to put that in there. And just a little bit. And as Emerald would say, you take a little bit of salt and throw it over your shoulder in the kitchen for good luck. So, also, just like I had suggested, I'm going to take some of these scallions, pour them right in here. A couple normal onions too, not too many, but you know, because it will give it a very, very strong oniony taste. But just a couple in there to add to the rice, just so that it's got, you know, you can definitely taste it. And I'm going to stir it up. For this steak, you never ever want to cook steak on high because it's going to burn the outside parts of the steak. And I know a lot of people don't really like it well done. I like my steak well done. I also like it very charred as well too. When all that sort of liquid that's in there goes away, the steak is going to be able to cook in there and sort of develop chars around the edges. And there's no liquid in there, and the steak is just starting to cook and saute in that pan by itself. At some point, all that liquid that was in there would evaporate and burn off, and now you're starting to see the edges of the steak get a little more charred. Harold came. Show Harold. What's up, guys? What's up? So Harold came and he brought teriyaki sauce, but he brought this. Now, I don't know if you've ever seen this at your local 7-Eleven or Tedeschi's or whatever, but this teriyaki sauce, do not use this. It's so light. You're gonna drop it on there and you're gonna taste it never. So I also have barbecue sauce. Now, to do or not to do, should we mix both the barbecue sauce and the teriyaki?
I say no. Just complete two different flavors, man. It'll go together, I don't think.
Now, what if I divided this into 3 parts and did some barbecue, some teriyaki, and then some with the mixture of both?
You can go ahead.
On this side, though, I want to show you guys the rice. So we did rice in the microwave, and this is a first for many of you, but as you see, I don't even want to try to turn it upside down, but you see it's not really coming out. Just fluff this bad boy. You see it's hot. It's perfect, thick, perfectly cooked rice. And all it took was about 30 minutes, you know, about 10 to, you know, heat it up in there. Just like I was saying too, on the side, if you don't stir near the end, you might get that bit of the hard piece on the edge. Just toss that, it's whatever to me. Anyway, what had just happened was you saw us mix the barbecue and the teriyaki sauce together to make this weird concoction. Go for it. Barbecue and teriyaki cube steak stir fry. Check it out.
Stop lying, Harold. I can taste the honey. I like that.
So, again, three different types of flavors: honey, teriyaki, barbecue. You can taste the salty teriyaki. You can taste the sour barbecue, and then you can taste the sweet honey. So it's well diverse, well balanced, and you can also taste the burnt chalk to it too. Really good. Apparently it works.
Yeah, so got the stove on right now. We're gonna make more. Guys, this is Food is Life. Make sure to follow us, subscribe to us. We're on Instagram. I'm just gonna let this video play out with me cooking the rest of this stuff. So hopefully while I'm doing this, I get some new follows on Instagram or whatever for that case. Just gonna throw all these in here. Food is life, guys. Food is love. You already know.
Follow us.